Hey guys, it's like 123, aka John here. Welcome to episode number 8 of the West Ham Career Mode. In today's episode, guys, you have 3 games here. The first of which is the game which happened in real life last Sunday, Everton away at Goodison Park. So we go into Goodison Park following a fairly poor run of results in the last episode, where with 2 draws and a defeat, two draws against I can't even remember now, Roma and Sunderland in the Premier League, and a defeat to Leicester City in the EFL Cup. But we're back in the Premier League action now against the Tottenham Everton, and we see Ronald Koeman there, the new Everton manager. And obviously in real life this game finished 2-0 to Everton, and so hopefully we'll do a bit better than our real life counterparts in this game. As you see, not the strongest team being fielded by Everton now, is it? Not at all. They have a lot of youngsters in the team, whereas I need basically my default first 11, with really no exceptions at all in the entirety of the starting lineup. So we should hopefully be able to overcome Everton here. For the first attack of the game, Umar Niasse found Gareth Barry, and his shot was, I believe it was saved into the crossbar there, if I didn't see that incorrectly. But Gareth Barry was stinging the effort with the left foot, swerving, and no, it just goes over the crossbar and it wasn't took by Adrian. So Umar Niasse again would get himself into a bit of space here, turning inside into his left foot, passing it across to Gareth Barry, and Gareth Barry again with the left foot would rifle Everton in front with a driven shot low, hitting the bottom of the far post and going inside of it, as the Senegalese Umar Niasse found Gareth Barry, just picked his spot and let fly from just outside the penalty area, and there was really no chance for Adrian there. It was right in the corner. It came in off the inside of the post. So we would try and retaliate here with Mark Noble finding Andre Ayew, who gets inside his man Matthew Pennington, has a shot at saved by Joel Robles, and what an absolute howler from Mikhail Antonio. I'll never understand to this day how he missed that. It was volleyed in the end by Mikhail Antonio, and he just had to put it in. Like, it was basically an empty net because Joel Robles was already taken, but regardless, Everton would make it 2-0 as Umar Niasse would give the ball inside to the youngster Conor McElhenney, whom you may remember. You may remember some of these guys from my Everton career mode last year, because they're the team I did for FIFA 16. But they would make it 2-0 here as Umar Niasse worked his way inside. He wouldn't recognise from my career mode last year, because it started before January when he signed. But Conor McElhenney featured a few times in the first couple of seasons, and that was a rifling effort from the number 55 for Everton as it finds the far corner, and it would be Everton 2, West Ham 0 at half time. So it would take a lot from us to get back into this game and force and try and get a comeback going. And James McCarthy forces a good save out of Adrian there. Everton would get a corner later on in the game. It would be swung in by Aaron Lennon, and it would be headed on towards goal, but saved by Adrian. And then we would try and attack Everton here with Sam Barham giving the ball inside towards Simone Zaza off the bench. He can't get his shot away. Well, he just get his shot away, it's saved, but he can't get his shot away after that to try and retaliate, And with the last sack of the game, more or less, Everton will come forward with Aaron Lennon, turn inside, give the ball into Darren Gibson, who will be saved by Adrian. James McCarthy will pick it back up, give it into Conor McElhenney, but Adrian will make a fantastic save, and it would finish Everton 2, West Ham 0. Same as in real life. Unfortunately, we slipped to a defeat against the Toffees. I think that was a game we had a chance of getting a result out of. We weren't able to do that, and that's very disappointing from our side. Either way, we do have our Youth Scout monthly report here, or Youth Scout monthly update, as these are the players on our Youth Academy. We do let a couple of these guys go. A couple of these guys look like real talents, though. Billy Edwards and Wakili Yaboa. We can't sign to our team yet because they're only 15, but they look like real talents. The guys on top look like good talents as well, but I think we found the proper place with those two lads. As we have a look at our scouting in Ghana, and we signed this guy, 80 to 94 potential. I'll have that, thank you very much. And I don't think any of the other scouting monthly updates have anything for us from either Brazil or England. just a world needs getting. I'm not sure how many of our youth scouted players are going to have a big impact on the West Ham team while I'm here. Uh, Obviously, Alvaro Estevez has played the odd game. And speaking of which, I do just had to play him in this game against Göteborg at the London Stadium in the Europa League. I decided to mix up the team basically. I took out some of the star names who didn't perform at Goodison Park, and I tweaked around the starting lineup to try and give some other guys a chance to see if they could do better than the main team did last Sunday. Anyway, for the first chance of this game, Simone Zaza passes inside to Mark Noble. He gives the through ball towards Alvaro Estevez, and the aforementioned Estevez rifles the ball to the bottom of the corner to make it West Ham 1, Göteborg 0, as the Portuguese winger does make it 1-0 to the. I'm pretty sure he's Portuguese. Anyway, he finds the bottom corner anyway, and here's West Ham 1, Göteborg 0. So who's Portuguese though? Am I just like I don't know. It's a good finish from the winger anyway. I'm like 90% sure he's from Portugal. I can't explain. Anyway, Simone's hands would be found here for the through ball, and he would rifle the ball into the bottom corner. I'm using the verb rifle a lot because that's just a good verb to describe a good verb, more or less, good adjective / verb to describe how these shots are going in. And Simone Zaza makes it 2-0 with a low-driven shot into the bottom corner past the goalkeeper, and it is 2-0 to West Ham, and that's got me on my feet, hasn't it? Or off it, as you see, I gave a little jump there. Then Göteborg will come forward, and Hisan would score an absolute worldie to bring it back to 2-1. I don't know. It's just an effortless screamer from about 30 yards. I mean, I might be wrong about that because I'm not very used to the Imperial unit system, but that is definitely an absolute banging effort. Maybe it wasn't 30, maybe about 25, I'd say. But still, right in the top corner, no chance for Adrian there. Messi would be proud of that, so he would, but anyway. A shot there was saved again by the Göteborg goalkeeper from, I think that's Edmilson Fernandez, the young Swiss. So following that, Edmilson Fernandez would be found from a through ball, and he would make it 3-1, and it's just too easy for us. It is just too easy for us. Göteborg are just playing horribly. There's no other way to put it. Just playing awfully right now. They're just letting us through. I mean, they had no chance to save for their screamer of a goal. But sorry, I'm just yawning a lot and I'm trying not to get that in the video. But we've had a ton of chances, and we've taken most of them as well, as would be West Ham 3, Göteborg 1 at half time. Following that, Edmilson Fernandez would slide the ball through towards Simone Zaza, trying to get a fourth, and it shall be saved by the Göteborg goalkeeper. Then from the throw-in, Masuaku finds the Portuguese Estevez. Edmilson Fernandez turns inside towards Zaza. He gives the ball out to Gökhan Tora, and Tora would finish into the back net to make it West Ham 4, Göteborg 1. All the shots are going really low, by the way. I'm just noticing that. Like, I think so many of the goals are going low. It's just something I'm noticing. Zaza finds Tora, and it barely leaves the ground at all. As the Turkish Tora finishes into the back of the net, and the man loaned from Besiktas gives us a 3-goal margin, as that is his first goal in this Europa League season. Following that, Sofian Feghouli off the bench would sprint down this right-hand side. He would play the ball inside towards Simone Zaza. Zaza closing in on goal. He would finesse it past the keeper and into the back of the net to make it West Ham 5, Göteborg 1, and it's officially a rout now. We could only draw against Göteborg away from home, as we drew our first 3 games in this Europa League. But we're absolutely giving them the belt here in this game at the London Stadium. Like 5-1, nah, man. Simone Zaza, the Italian, the man loaned from Juventus, gets his second goal, as it's finessed into the bottom corner, in off the post, as the Swedish side have been they've been whipped here. They've been given an absolute hiding from us, as it just finished West Ham 5, Göteborg 1. Following the game then, we get an international man in the offer from Romania. We of course stole it. We will make our decision in this episode, I can excitedly tell you. Anyway, so that's how our Europa League group tables left. We're 1 point behind Roma, and we're in second place, with Roma obviously in first place. So our final, I incorrectly stated in the last episode that our next Europa League game will be away against Roma, because that's the way it would work in real life. The team you play third, you play in the reverse fixture the very next game. But obviously FIFA don't want to do that accurately, so, you know, we're playing them away on the last game. I have checked that in the calendar as well, and that could potentially be a very important game depending on how the next round of games go. I think regardless, unless we lose and they win, then it will be very important, come to think of it. Anyway, for the third and final game of this episode, we take on Stoke City at home in the London Stadium, as we get a look at the Premier League table in a minute here in the lovely new Premier League graphics. So we sit in 5th place with Stoke in 3rd, where we can climb back into the top 4, level on points with Stoke, with a victory over the Potters here at New London Stadium. And one interesting thing with regards to our lineup, which we're about to see in a second, is any player who scored on Thursday night, I played again. Even some of them were a bit tired, I played them all again. So that's Fernandez, Cora, Zaza, and Estevez. They all started this game because they scored in midweek. I wanted to congratulate the players, or reward the players, for doing well on European duty for the club. So as a result, I gave them a chance here. As you see there on the starting lineup, Fernandez, Torre, Estevez, and Zaza are all there. Obviously, 5th goal is that Zaza got 2. In case you remember, he's that bad that you can't remember 5 minutes ago. Not even 5 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago, maybe. So as you see there, lining up against Mark Hughes. And as for the Stoke lineup, well, you're about to see it here. Stoke, the thing is, they're one of my favourite ever teams to use in career mode. I had a career mode that I didn't do for YouTube last year, where I won the Champions League with them in 3 seasons. And there's nothing more rewarding than taking Stoke to Champions League. And maybe I'll do that here with West Ham. Who knows? Anyway, for the first chance of today's game, Simone Zaza works his way inside. He finds Mark Noble. He was the ball across towards Dimitri Payet. Dimitri Payet couldn't finish it back of the net to make it 1-0 to West Ham, as his shot is dragged wide of the post. He takes the first time, the Frenchman, the left foot shot, but it goes just wide of the Jack Button's post. But anyway, Gökhan Toro picked up the ball here, worked his way inside a couple of men, and finished past Jack Button to make it West Ham 1, Stoke City 0. So, just like that, it's 1-0. After just over 10 minutes of the game gone, the ball he's found by Simone Zaza. He cuts inside Jeff Cameron and then past Ryan Shawcross and finesses the ball into the back of the net, past beyond the grasp of Jack Putnam, and it's just, I don't know, it's just too easy for him. And as you see in a minute here, Mark Hughes is not impressed with his defence there, and rightfully so. It was pretty terrible defending to let the Turk Torre in there, but the man alone from Besiktas gets the 2nd goal this Premier League season and his 2nd in this episode alone. He would then swing in a free kick towards the box. It would be headed out by the Stoke defender. Noble would find Edmilson Fernandez. He would have a shot blocked. Then he would go again. It would be blocked again. It would fall to Simone Zaza. And Simone Zaza would get his 3rd goal of this episode to make it West Ham 2, Stoke 0, as he runs over to the advertising board to celebrate with the fans. And Simone Zaza, I've been utilising Andre Ayew as our first choice striker. But Simone Zaza, I can't deny that he's been quality whenever he's played for us. Simone Zaza, he just brought something to the table. I can't really explain. I mean, I think he's just a clinical finisher. A couple of episodes ago against Crystal Palace, he got the late winner as we turned around from a 1-0 down to a 2-1 win, and among other goals that he scored. And the man alone from Juventus, well, he's got 3 in this episode, 2 against Göteborg and now 1 against Stoke, and he's just cruising at the minute. Anyway, it would be West Ham 2, Stoke 0 at half-time. Into the second half then, and Stoke would have attack here with Sergio Molina finding in Jordan Shaqiri, which would be saved by Adrian as the Spaniards forces a very good save by the former Bayern Munich man Shaqiri with the left foot shot. You know, the Premier League's defences have learned by now to not let Jordan Shaqiri shoot on his left foot. Hull found that out a couple of weeks ago and threw an absolute screamer against them. Anyway, Stoke would have a very bizarre turn of events there, which would course, Adrian to a good save as the volley from the pass from the stroke man into, I believe that's Glenn Whelan, forces Button, or not Button, Adrian. It's a very good finish. Ibrahim Afellay would punt the ball forward and be controlled by Arthur Masuaku. If he would miscontrol it, leave the ball in the hands of Jeff Cameron, not the feet of Jeff Cameron to be specific. And yeah, it's just another error from Arthur Masuaku following the last episode when he headed the ball down into the attacker's feet. Anyway, some player training after that game. We just finished West Ham 2-1. We climbed back into the top 4 with the 3 points as Alvaro Estevez reaches 65 overall. Anyway, we do get another international manager from Paraguay, which of course draw that. I promise you, we will get to that decision in this episode. Hand on heart, we absolutely will. And some more player training here as our games on those international breakouts. That's what it was. And that's the progression we make there. But Russia come back to us saying that our offer with them is about to expire, which it was. In fact, that was true. I was aware of that, but they reminded us that's something they didn't do previously, to my knowledge, anyway. So we had to decide who we wanted to manage. We managed to decide to manage Portugal, and because they're just the best team that offered it to us, and now, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Alvaro Estevez from Portugal? Yes, our scout star is from Portugal. So that I even forgot about that before I started doing this voiceover. That's not really the reason I picked Portugal, although it would have been a very good reason. As we recall one of our scouts to with the aim to send him to Portugal at the beginning of the next month. So this is just a squad report because we do enter the month of November. And just to let you know, in tomorrow's episode we take on Austria Vienna in the Europa League. Then we travel to Man United and Tottenham in the Premier League, and well, I think that might be a live game. Those two might be live games, eh? So like, comment, subscribe, and goodbye.